see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice suit.
Yeah, you too?
Thanks. This is my wife, Sarah.
How are you, Brian?
Nice to meet you.
Great to meet you. Yeah.
Themes on Coach Jacobs that we hear are tireless worker, extremely well connected, just cares about players, cares about his student athletes as people as well, elite at X's and O's, elite at player development, all the things we want as a coach.
One of the very coolest things that's ever happened to me is I was just handed a jersey to be the head coach at FAU. I'm not just here to say welcome to paradise. I'm going to tell you we're going to win in paradise. I'm going to say this train is not slowed down, and I can't wait to get to work. He wasn't ranked in the top 100, and so he ends up a lottery pick, but he didn't start that way.
Good vibes.
Yeah, we're going to try to keep the good vibes.
100%.
That's what it looked and sounded like on March 29th when John Jacobs was named the new head coach of Florida Atlantic men's basketball. We welcome you to Inside the Owls Burrow, presented by Baptist Health. I'm Frank Fort, alongside the new man in charge of Owl men's basketball, John Jacobs. Coach, welcome to South Florida.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. It means a lot to be here.
So when the job opened up, did you reach out to Florida Atlantic, or did Brian White contact you, or perhaps your representatives? What was the dynamic there?
Yeah, I told my agent I'd have some interest because I've had some family here. My cousins grew up here, and I've been here before. But we played that day, so I didn't do anything. And then Brian contacted my agent and asked if we could interview on the day of the game. And I said, I don't really want to do that. I'd rather just focus on the game, but it meant a lot to me, and I wanted to be here. So post the game, it was a rough day for us. We lost, but I cared about this so much, I did it anyway, and I did the best I could post-loss.
What is the most appealing thing about this job for you?
Yeah, I think I work for two Hall of Famers, and Scott Drew and Mark Few, and the thing that they have in common is they both built a program and then didn't leave. And Scott did it a little bit differently. He built it after a murder and then really changed the culture, but Mark built it right after an Elite Eight, and the way Gonzaga stuck with it, I think it's really similar to what's going on here at FAU after the Final Four. And so I think we can duplicate it, and the fact that I can do it in paradise on the beach makes it even better.
You mentioned the two head coaches that you worked for, and Fran Fraschilla, the former coach and much respected analyst, said, if you combine Mark Few and Scott Drew, you get John Jacobs, which I think is a tremendous compliment. But what do you take from those two guys in terms of philosophy or approach that you're going to use in your next chapter of your career?
Well, Fran's a great guy. It was incredibly kind of him. We both have international basketball in common. He did a bunch of our games for ESPN at both places. So the fact that he said that means a lot to me. And the reason it means a lot to me is because I love those guys so much, and they've done so much for my family over the last decade. And I think I get maybe how you run the day-to-day culture of a program, the way you recruit, and some offensive concepts from Gonzaga, the things internationally that we have in common. And then from Scott, I think Scott is one of the best CEOs in the business, and the way he ran a high major program on a daily basis, to watch him, especially in light of his family and faith. I don't know that you could find two better guys to mentor you. And Mark will be direct with you, Scott will be kind with you. They both go about it a different way, but we all have our own personalities. But when it comes to running, high level, long term, don't leave, love one place, they're the two best.
Every assistant coach, I'm sure, thinks in their head, I want to be a head coach one day. And you have been a head coach in professional ball in Europe, but for American college basketball, what triggered in your head and said, I'm ready now, this is the right time for me?
Yeah, I mean, this may sound horrible or incredibly prideful, but I think I've been ready for the basketball piece for a little bit. And, in my early 30s, I was a pro coach overseas, and there's some things that happened with my family and one of my kids that caused us to have to move back home. And through that move is how I met Scott the first time and then got linked to Gonzaga. But I think the thing that separates you from being ready as a coach to really being ready to run and serve a program, hire a staff, recruit, be in charge of everything, I think at the end of the day that just comes from watching two guys that did it the best. And maybe I was ready to be a head coach here, basketball X's and O's, but I don't think I've ever been more prepared than I am right now to lead a program.
You mentioned that you moved back from Europe, where you were happy, by all accounts, coaching, but family considerations, tell us about that kind of in a nutshell that caused you to move back home.
I would say I had no intention of moving back. Maybe my wife felt otherwise, but I wanted to spend at least a decade overseas coaching. I loved it, absolutely loved it. My mission there, and not just that, but the basketball was such a fit for me. But I have 3 kids. My second, his name is Cal, and he was diagnosed with autism. And because we were living in a second language culture, we decided that the best thing we could do is move home. And that's almost 15 years ago now, maybe 13 years ago. And he was nonverbal at the time, and what was really important for us was to find a place that we could address his needs. And that's originally how I ended up at Baylor, because there's an autism resource center on campus. And so I just feel like we were led to come back, we were led to put our family first. And my wife and I have been through a lot, at 1.5 moves in 7 years, and she's been fantastic. But the moment we gave up my career so my son could be okay, I think was important, but I wouldn't do it any other way.
You mentioned your European experience. You have great connections there. Is that going to be a big part of your recruiting?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to stop. And the foundation of Gonzaga's program and what Mark and Tommy Lloyd taught me in the international recruiting world, I'll never forget. And people don't know this, but Scott Drew worked for his dad, and a long time ago he did international recruiting for his dad. So when he brought me back to Baylor, it was in part so he could get back into that. And my relationships over there are strong. I've heard a lot of congratulations from over there already, and I have full intent of recruiting internationally for sure.
You were part of a national championship team in 2021, not that long ago. What did that experience, how does that help you going forward?
Well, I've been to two. At Gonzaga, we lost to North Carolina in the national championship, and then at Baylor, unfortunately or fortunately, we beat Gonzaga in the national championship. And I cried that day, and it wasn't probably the best way to do it. I'd rather do it against somebody else. But I think when you cut down the nets, what it does is you just know it's possible. And a lot of times it doesn't even come down to what you think or feel or believe. It's what the guys believe. And what we saw, because our group stayed together for 3 years and through COVID, is that we reached this peak because our retention and how much our players loved each other is what took us there. And then because you got 3 years together, they knew everything they needed to know to win a basketball game.
Baylor averaged 80 points a game this year. Does that speak to the style of basketball you want to play?
Yeah, that's the other gift I think I got from both Gonzaga and Baylor. 3 of the last 4 years, the only programs to be top 5 in offense is Baylor and Gonzaga. And we're gonna be fun to watch. We're gonna play fast. I just think we're gonna have a top 5 offense against here, and people are gonna enjoy it. I hear this place sells out. It's nice and loud, but we're gonna give them something to cheer for.
It's not big, but it does get loud. This is as quiet as you're going to hear it ever right now.
That's what we like, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to come, because you can tell a lot by a program by the way the fans love it. And I was told that you can't hear in here, so just get ready to coach in a lot of noise.
Coach, we appreciate the time.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
Welcome to Florida Atlantic University.
Appreciate it, thank you.
Coming up next, she's just a freshman, but Kylie Chanel has already had a big impact on Owls softball. That's straight ahead on Inside the Owls Burrow.
Hey Max, oil change today?
Yep. Morning. Hi. What are you getting done today? Oil change? Yep.
Max, your car's ready.
Great.
Nobody beats a Max deal at Phil Smith Kia, right, Max?
Right.
There's something about the power of integrity. That's why we aren't in the business of creating sales.
Go Solar Power, how can I help you?
We're focused on creating value. Call us old-fashioned, but we believe trust isn't just given. It's earned. Go Solar Power, a service experts company.
The Sport MBA program has a really great curriculum designed to help prepare students for real-world application.
The faculty at FAU really took the time to get to know me, help me get my foot in the door, and network with the right people.
Really prepared me for all the challenges of the workplace, whether it's time management, provided me with the educational background. Most importantly, it gave me real-life practical experience.
The program offers you lots of opportunities to experience the fast-paced world of South Florida sports.
Inside the Owls Burrow is brought to you by Adidas, by Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, the official sports medicine provider of Florida Atlantic Athletics, by Cedars No Better Hummus, by FAU MBA in Sport Management, helping the sports and entertainment executives of tomorrow, by Phil Smith Kia, by Sage Dental, the official dental provider of FAU Athletics, book at mysagedental.com, and by Shiner Law Group, injury lawyers that get you more because you deserve more. You're watching Inside the Owls Burrow, presented by Baptist Health. As March turned to April, the Owl softball team achieved a top 25 ranking for the first time since 2016. Several transfers helped the Owls off to that fast start, but it's an in-state freshman who has also emerged as a key player in the Owl lineup. Your dream was always to play high-level Division I softball, but those Power 5 offers didn't really come your way. So what made this the right fit for you?
So I really think that Coach Jordan, obviously she's not the biggest person either, and she played for a really good school, and she was a good player as well. But she definitely looked past that, my size and everything, and a lot of schools are big about size and muscle and everything that involves physical attributes. But she was just telling me that I don't understand why you're not committed yet, and I feel like it's the eye test. And I was like, it definitely is. I'm not a camp superstar. And she was just talking to me about how I am good as an individual, and my size, my strength and stuff like that, it doesn't matter. I just need to know how to play softball.
You've put a lot of trust in her because she plays the most important defensive position and she's hitting third in the lineup. What convinced you that she was ready for that as a freshman?
You know, since the time Kylie stepped on campus, she's just been special, and she kind of carries this confidence about her, and she never makes a moment bigger than what it is. And so we started to see in the fall that she was separating herself, and we had 3 different girls really competing for that shortstop position, but we just decided to take a risk, and we decided to try something different, and it was kind of like she needed to be in that spot just to get going. And I think it helps with Presley above her, and you've got Cam Jackson after her, and so it allows her to get good pitches. It allows her to have some success because she's got some people helping out around her, but she's just big time, and so we're really proud of her. She's grown so much from the fall to now, and just her game IQ and everything that she brings.
If somebody had told you a year ago you'd be doing what you're doing this season, you would have said what?
I believe you. I totally believe it.
Why?
I'm very confident in myself, and I think that the years growing up, I've put so much work in to be where I am here today.
Next one from Hatch, drill deep left field, and that ball is out of here. First home run of her college career. Game 2 of the ECU series, you hit your first college home run. What was going through your head as you were running around the bases?
I was like, finally. I've hit so many balls that have almost went over, hit the fence, and I was just like, one's coming. And then the hitting groups before, all my teammates were like, Kylie, the wind's blowing out, it's your day. And I was like, no, I don't hit home runs, I hit doubles, I don't hit home runs. And then I hit it, and everyone was like, I told you. And going around the bases, I was like, holy cow, I did it.
In addition to softball at Keystone Heights High School, Kylie was also a 5-year varsity starter in basketball.
I was very good at dribbling, so I always worked with my dad. I didn't know if I wanted to play softball or basketball. I loved both of them at the time when I was younger. I played them both since I was really young. The first thing that I learned was how to dribble a ball, and then I feel like that's what I excelled. I was the point guard for my high school team. And to break a press, they'd be like, just give the ball to Kylie and let her dribble up the court. Softball was just it was something different. It was more competitive to me. The girls that I was playing against, it wasn't easy. Compared to basketball, I feel like it was more just athleticism. I just think that more fun to play basketball, but softball was more challenging. And I like the challenge.
What do you like about the vibe of this team or the culture of this team?
I love it here. They're amazing. Everyone has the same energy, and you can be weird, and it's normal. You can have fun, you can be yourself, and everyone just like laughs and just has fun.
Up next, there's a battle going on in spring practice as the Owls look to rebuild their offensive line. That's straight ahead on Inside the Owls Burrow. This is Inside the Owls Burrow, presented by Baptist Health. As spring football practice rolls on, coaches are taking a long look at the offensive line, where they have to replace 4 starters from last season. The lone returning starter is center Federico Moranjes, a natural leader at the position, a grad student in biology, and voted by his teammates as a captain last season. Does leadership come naturally, or is it something you have to work at?
No, I mean, it's something I have to work on every day. But I think that's how a leader should be, something you should, work on and practice every day. So I'm just still learning every single day on how to be a better leader and how to help the guys, motivate the guys and push them to, the potential that I know they have. If I try to bring the guys with me, if coach is not here, I'll coach up the guys. I've been here long enough to know the offense in and out, so I'll coach the guys in any way possible. If they have any questions, I'm there. And on the field, the same way. If they have any questions on the field and the coach isn't there, I'm there for them.
It usually takes offensive linemen at least a year or 2 to develop. Are you at that stage of your career where you're saying to yourself, yeah, I'm ready to be a starter. I've done everything in the weight room, in the film room, that I'm ready to go?
Yeah, I feel like I'm ready to rock, because I've been right behind them and I've been rotated in, so I definitely know all the grand schemes of everything, and I know how everything should be done. My first couple of years here, I was playing center full time, and I would have to go up against Evan Anderson every single day. So Evan taught me a lot of how to use my technique and being able to use my leverage to my advantage.
Malcolm Lamar came to Florida Atlantic in 2020 from Florida State, but as a defensive lineman, who eventually was switched to the other side of the ball.
I didn't want to. It was kind of hard. It was a hard decision. It took a long time for me to kind of grasp that. The hardest thing is just like learning the opposite of what you learn from D-line. So that was just like, it is a lot, like just technique and just learning the tempo of O-line, like how they want you to play it and stuff, yeah.
Right now in spring, you're running first group at left tackle. Is this kind of the scenario you hoped for when you made the switch to O-line?
Yeah, that's what I hoped for when I first started playing. And it's still competition at this point. Like, we just still working every day, just grinding.
Another FSU transfer is tackle Daughtry Richardson, who arrived in January with a specific mission in mind.
I came in with the mindset that I want to actually play. I want to come take somebody's spot, and even if I have to, or I just want to come. I want to come compete. I want to get in my best game. They give me their best game, but honestly, I would just say just putting my head down and grinding. The right tackle spot's still open. You feel me? Just because I play that don't mean I'm going to start there, but it's still open. Put my head down and grinding, count my blessings, and just keep playing football.
Highly touted coming out of high school, Jordan Church made a good impression in practice as a freshman in 2023, learning his craft at this level.
One thing that I came in, and the biggest difference between high school and college, you gotta actually use your hands. When people rush and stuff, hand movement and then hand placement is a big key. So, sometimes I'll, do extra work, striking the pads and stuff. And then once I improved more on my hand, that stepped my pass game up, and I noticed I wasn't losing as many pass rush reps, and improved a lot on that. It's 4 people leaving. I gotta get on that field next year. Play early. Be I can have a chance to be a 4-year starter. So that gained in my mind. And, ever since then, I just put on the pedal.
As always, we like to take you behind the scenes or inside the lines. Here's a look at linebacker Jackson Ambush, wired for sound.
Oh, he got that one.
What he said?
I'm federal today. Well, can we get some corn or Pantera? Chicken destroy. It's 2 back. Listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. Come on now, Trail. Hey, 2. I got 3. I am ready to get these hits out of the way. You can hear me? I can't speak English right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do I want a TV timeout?
Yeah.
I would love a TV timeout.
Hartwell, can I have the ball?
With a popsicle? Keep it. Hey, you got it, Eddie. That's a nickel fit. They aren't supposed to tackle. It don't matter.
Keep it.
You're still playing it.
Yes.
We never switch.
I know.
Yes. Who's up? Am I in? Jay Will, I got you underneath. Hey, I got you underneath. Hey, slide. Ball. Takes like a week and a half. Fully padded, give it a week and a half.
Coming up next, we'll check in with baseball and what goes on with third base coach Ricky Santiago during the game.
Get this fastball and back center over the scoreboard. Come on.
That's next on Inside the Owls Burrow.
At Sage Dental, you'll experience a modern, family-friendly approach to dentistry. From pediatric dentistry and orthodontics to cleanings and oral surgery, we've got the latest technology to provide your family the best dental care all in one place. And for a limited time, get a free new patient exam and x-rays, plus a free ProClean Sonic toothbrush at your first hygiene visit. Book your appointment today at mysagedental.com. Sage Dental. Open up and say awesome.
To win at this game, you have to put in the work, know the game plan, and execute. At Duffy's, our game is always on.
At Delray Hyundai, it's getting hot, and we're not talking about the weather. We are bringing the heat with savings on over 175 new vehicles in stock and ready for you to take home today, with even more on the way. Or lease a 2023 Elantra SE for just $199 per month with zero down. That's right, zero down at just $199 per month. Plus financing rates as low as 0% on select 2023 models. That's right, financing rates as low as 0%. Visit Delray Hyundai today or online at delrayhyundai.com.
Once you try Cedar's authentic hummus, you'll understand why people can't stop spreading it. I cannot stop eating this. Dipping it. I am obsessed. And sharing it. Only the good stuff. Cedar's. No better hummus.
We are bringing the heat with savings at Delray Genesis, like a lease on a 2023 G70 for just $329 per month, or financing rates as low as 2.9% on select new 2023 models. Visit Delray Genesis today.
Inside the Owls Burrow is brought to you by Adidas, by Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, the official sports medicine provider of Florida Atlantic Athletics, by Cedars, No Better Hummus, by FAU MBA in Sport Management, helping the sports and entertainment executives of tomorrow, by Phil Smith Kia, by Sage Dental, the official dental provider of FAU Athletics, book at mysagedental.com, and by Shiner Law Group, injury lawyers that get you more because you deserve more. We're back on Inside the Owls Burrow, presented by Baptist Health. Ricky Santiago is a former Owl baseball player, now in his second season as hitting and third base coach. Here's what the game looks and sounds like with Ricky in that third base coaching box.
Hey, let's set the tone early. Let's set the tone early. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Don't make so many plays on me today, all right, dog? Damn. Hey, Burrow wins the race right here. Burrow wins the race. Get it out. Get downhill. You all right? Get downhill. Fair ball. Oh, sexy right there. Nice shot. Gonna have sink. It's just gonna have run, right? So you just gotta stay on top of that. Go, ball. Boy! Yeah, Millie. Nice shot. Nice shot. That's my boy. Nice shot. Pick one you like early and go with it, because I think it's gonna be more of like that fastball that's going into you or the slider that's going away. You know? Tag. Tag, Yama, tag, Yama, tag, Yama. Go ball, let's go! That's a great at-bat. Oh, give it to me, 5. Give it to me, 5. Do you see the intent in those takes right there? Yeah. Like that was, no. Yeah. No, like that is locked in takes, dude. Reset on time. Don't get blown up here. Fastball's coming. Be on time to it. Be on time to it. Boy! Yeah, you gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go, gotta go! Like he hasn't landed it a whole bunch. You know? Slider. So I would force him to land slider before you cheat to it. Just stay fastball. You know? Boy, tag. Yeah, Up. Ball's coming in right here. Good read. Reset. I see you working though, I see you. Yeah. Gotta go. No. Boy, I'm up. Way to work with me there, that boy. You're good, win one. Come on, win one. Go, ball. That boy, show! Let's go. Hey, there he is. Go. Let's go. Damn, that ball was smacked. Hell yeah. Don't look at me like that. Good job.
Sir.
Go make that play.
Yeah, I got to charge that.
Go make that play. Right? Like that's where you show like, no, I'm a dude. I don't care if it's 18, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Go make that play, you know?
Thankfully, Ricky had a lot of traffic at third base that day. Thanks for watching. I'm Frank Fort. We'll see you next time on Inside the Owls Burrow. This has been a presentation of Playfly.
Hi, my name is David Shiner, and at Shiner Law Group, you're more than just a number, you're part of our family.
If you become injured, call my dad.
Call me, David Shiner, and let my team of legal professionals help you get what you deserve.
Bicycle accident, call Dave Shiner. Car injury, call my dad. Slip and fall, call my dad. Call my dad.
Car accident, call me, call Dave Shiner.
The Sport MBA program has a really great curriculum designed to help prepare students for real-world application.
The faculty at FAU really took the time to get to know me, help me get my foot in the door, and network with the right people.
Really prepared me for all the challenges of the workplace, whether it's time management, provided me with the educational background. Most importantly, it gave me real-life practical experience.
The program offers you lots of opportunities to experience the fast-paced world of South Florida sports.
We are bringing the heat with savings at Delray Genesis, like a lease on a 2023 G80 for just $479 per month, or financing rates as low as 2.9% on select new 2023 models. Visit Delray Genesis today.
Once you try Cedar's authentic hummus, you'll understand why people can't stop spreading it. I cannot stop eating this. Dipping it. I am obsessed. And sharing it.
Only the good stuff.
Cedar's. No better hummus.
There's something about the power of integrity. That's why we aren't in the business of creating sales.
Go Solar Power, how can I help you?
We're focused on creating value. Call us old-fashioned, but we believe trust isn't just given. It's earned. Go Solar Power, a service experts company.